Hi, I'm Conrad Lawrence, but everybody calls me Connie.
Everybody, can we please have a rousing round of applause for our own golf pro, Connie Lawrence!
Everybody looking at me right now going, where the hell do you get a pair of pants like this? I said, well, that's why they call me Motel 6, because you know some drapes are missing. Actually, you know, these aren't from Motel 6. These actually are the seat covers from Steve's car. I know because the back of my ass says Coupe de Ville. So anyway. But everybody says, well, give us the first golf joke for this evening. I said, I could do that. That's no problem. These two guys are playing golf. They're out on the golf course. They get into an argument. And one guy finally takes a golf club and beats him over the head until he's unconscious. And finally the cops come and they put the guy in handcuffs. And the cop says, how many times you hit him? 4, 5, 6, 7 times? He goes, I don't know. It got so crazy, I said, just put me down for a 5, okay? So, this guy hires Freddie Couples and hires him for $20,000 to give him a golf lesson. And so the guy, after the first shot, he looks at Freddie, goes, well? And Freddie says, loft. He goes, loft? Yeah, loft. They say, okay, I know I gotta get it up in the air. Okay, fine. So after the second, third shot, Freddie looks at him and goes, loft. He goes, I know, you told me, I got to get the ball in the air. So it goes on and on and on. Finally, I'll wait, and Freddie says this, loft, 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 loft. Finally, the guy looks at him and goes, look, I paid you 20 grand to help me with my golf swing, and all you tell me is loft, loft, loft. What the hell are you trying to tell me? He goes, lack of freaking talent. I'm going to use the other word, but we have kids here tonight. 3 guys who play golf every Tuesday for 10 years. They never missed a Tuesday. Finally, on the last time we were together, he goes, you know, next Tuesday, we can't play, it's Christmas. He goes, no, look, we've been here every Tuesday for 10 years. You better show up. Well, I don't know, it's going to cost us. Okay, so anyway, sure enough, they're there at the golf course, and one guy says, hey, what did it cost you to be here on Christmas? He goes, brand new car. He goes, oh yeah, what did it cost you with your wife? He goes, new diamond bracelet. He says, what do you got? How about you? He goes, nothing. What do you mean nothing? It cost me a car, cost him a diamond bracelet, how come it didn't cost you anything? He says, all I did was roll over and look at my honey and I said, what baby? Golf course or intercourse? She said, wear a sweater, it's going to be nippy. Actually, I've met a lot of different golfers in my lifetime. I actually met Sam Snead one time. And those who don't know, was one of the World Hall of Famer, a wonderful player and everything. I was working in Greenville, North Carolina, and I was working over there, and he happened to be in the pro shop. And so we're out there, and we're hitting golf balls off the range, and unbeknownst to me, Sam walks up behind me. I'm hitting golf balls. He goes, yep, there's a golf swing. He's never seen a full-time job. And just blew me away, you know. So he took the golf club out of my hand, and he takes and starts hitting golf. And he goes, you know, boy, he says, you and I can play golf together today. I said, well, Mr. Snead, you have an advantage. You know the golf course, I don't. He said, kid, for the right amount of money, I'll teach you. Here's a little bar joke you can take with you. We tell jokes all the time on the golf course. This is one of my favorites, okay? Drunk walks into the bar. Bartender goes, what can I get you? Bartender, I like to have a martini. Hey, look, pal, you've had too much to drink. You're going to have to leave. Fine, goes out the front door, comes in the side door. Bartender, I like to have a martini. He goes, I told you twice now. You can't have a drink, get the hell out of here. Drunk leaves out the side door, comes around the back door. Bartender, garçon, I like to have a martini. He goes, I told you 3 times now. You can't have a drink, get the hell out of here. Drunk looks at the bartender and goes, how many places you freaking work anyway? Well, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
I'm sitting at home and just thinking about my old friend Conrad Lawrence. And we had a lot of great times together, playing golf, doing comedy clubs, just hanging out. He was a guy who I never heard anybody speak a harsh word about him. And that says a lot about a man's character. He was a great friend. He was a good person. And I'm going to miss him. I already do. And I wish I could be there to celebrate his life with you guys, but unfortunately I can't. Conrad, we loved you and we miss you. And we'll meet again someday, my friend.
This song is for you, Conrad. You're just too marvelous for words, like glorious, glamorous, and that old standby, amorous. It's all too wonderful. I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they just aren't swell enough. You're just too much, and oh so very, very, to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, to tell you that you're marvelous, to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words.
Hi, my name is Tony Reed. I first met Connie at my son's comedy club in El Paso, Texas, the comic strip. And later, years later, we started playing in Mike and Mark's dry heat tournament in Phoenix, and I reacquainted with Connie, played with him. He was always so kind to me and my family. He was always so helpful to any of my guests with little tips and golf tips that he liked to give. A lot of them said he really straightened them out. His loud pants and everything, he was quite a guy. I'm so pleased to have been invited to give you a little talk on this at your celebration, Laurie. And of course, you know, anytime you need anything, you can always call on me. I love the guy, and rest in peace. Connie, I know you're up there playing those beautiful fairways in heaven. Thank you.
Hey, Laura. Mark Knope here. Wish I could be out there in person today with all of your friends celebrating Conrad's life. But I'll share a story or two with you very briefly. I first met Conrad back in 1987, right after I'd moved to Houston. I'd been doing stand-up maybe about a year and a half. And we met up at the old Good Humor Comedy Bar over on FM 1960. And just in passing, just by happenstance, and just, you know, chit-chatted for a minute or two. And it was weird. I got a call from him like a week or two later. And I'm thinking, oh, this is cool. This is a guy who's accomplished and headlining places. And then he's asking me, you know, if I have a certain date open. I'm thinking, oh man, he's gonna throw me some work, throw me a couple bucks. And the weird part was, though, he never asked me anything about how much time I had. You know, could I do 25 minutes? Could I do 30 minutes? Was I comfortable working, you know, a particular way? It was weird. It was kind of strange. And then he started asking me about my car. Was I properly registered? Did I have insurance? Wait a minute. He wasn't worried about an opening act. He only needed me for a ride. Well, I took him up on it. We did the gig, Lake Jackson, Texas. About an hour and 15 minutes from the north side of Houston. At that time, it's probably much longer now with all the congestion. And I went in and did probably 15 or 20 minutes. I don't know how much time I did back then. I certainly hope there's no video evidence of it, because I'm sure it was terrible. But Conrad went up and just blew the doors off for an hour and 15 minutes. And And then we went out afterwards with some of the crew. And you know what that means? Party time. Tanqueray and tonic with a double lime, baby. And boy, by the time we had to head back, fog was starting to roll in. We stopped at Circle K to gas up, grabbed a couple of gas station hot dogs, and off we went at a sizzling 30, 35 miles an hour with that fog. Well, we get about 15 miles out of town, and Conrad's saying, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. Better pull over. Well, here you go. First time I ever did a gig with Conrad Lawrence, and he proceeded to put a flame job all the way across the side of my car. Yes. He puked. Yeah, he left gas station hot dog, gin and tonic and mustard from the passenger side door all the way to the tail light on my car. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'll never forget. It took us probably better part of 2.5 hours to get home, about twice the time it should have, and I dropped him off in the front yard of his parents' house, and all I could remember was hearing his dad going, son, is that you, son? And all I could hear Conrad was going, oh. 20 years later, Conrad still insisted that was not Tanqueray and tonic that he was served. I'll never forget that night for the rest of my life, and frankly, obviously, I'll never forget Conrad. He was one special guy. And he was the type of guy, those of you that know him, he could record a live CD of his comedy in an empty room and get plenty of laughs because of that giggle of his. That was infectious. And that was his trademark. So I wish I'd been around him more this last 10 or 12 years. And we kept in touch via Facebook and phone calls, and a lot of times it was just playing tag on voicemail. But he was a special guy. And Laura, he was lucky to have you, kiddo. You were his angel. You were his advocate. You were more than just a sister. And God bless you. Thanks for letting me be a little part of things tonight. And we'll see you. All right? Love you, sis.
One of my very first weeks on the road was opening for Conrad and fellow Houston comic Bill Silva on a string of horrible one-nighters across Alabama. And Conrad remained kind of like a big brother to me. Not a mentor. A mentor you go for serious advice. More like a big brother. Miss you, Conrad.
To all the friends that are there with him today on this day, Conrad loved every one of you, and we all loved his outfits. I'll never forget when he introduced me to his custom golf shoe guy. What was that guy's name in Rancho? Big Earls or something it was. And Conrad would open his trunk and show me all these golf shoes, blue, pink, orange. My goodness, I've never seen golf shoes like it. God, I'll miss that guy. I was really happy that I got to see Conrad just before he passed away. It was literally 2 weeks before he passed away. Was really shocked to hear about his passing. I'm glad I got to give him a hug and spend some time with him. I had my friend with me during our time, sitting together, and my friend had his daughter with him who has autism, and he really enjoyed, Conrad really enjoyed getting to meet my friend that I grew up with on the golf course, and getting to meet his daughter, and seeing how she was with her autism stuff and just talking. But I gave my dear friend a great hug, and when we were walking back to the car, I looked back to him, and it was a very intense kind of emotional feeling for me. Just walking back, I could see Conrad in the distance, and I put my hand up and waved to him, and he waved back, and yeah, it was pretty crazy finding out that he passed away. So, very dear friend, will be missed. Love you, Conrad. Love you, man. To Laura and all the family of Conrad, all the brothers and sisters, family members, God bless you all. Conrad was a dear friend to many of us. He'll be well missed, but he still lives on right here in our hearts, in our memories. Conrad was a great, great friend. I will miss him, I love him. God bless you, Conrad. You're a good one, brother. God bless. Okay, Conrad, I hear you, brother. Conrad always did have a sense of humour.
Hello. Boy, you'll have no idea how many times I've tried to do this. For those of you in attendance and maybe some of you watching this online, my name is Michael Finney, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been doing a little magic and some comedy for about 40 years. And Conrad, Lawrence, this celebration of life, it's hard to grasp because he really celebrated life every day. I've known him since the early days in my career. We traveled and did the Gumbo tour in Louisiana, and we did a lot of little no-name tours in Texas, and that's where we met. And then over the years, as our careers escalated, up in Vegas once in a while, and we're friends. I mean, he was a good guy. That smile, that was a genuine smile. That was there all the time. And I guess the crux of this, or the meat of it all, comes in 1997 when I started a foundation and I wanted the celebrities to all be comedians. And Conrad, of all of us, was one of the best golfers. I mean, he gave us a lesson every time, and that was the beauty of it. He liked playing, he liked beating you, but he'd also like teaching you something about it. And it just goes to show you what kind of person he was. I had 20 golf tournaments. He made all of them but one, and one was for health reasons. And when he couldn't make it, he would send us a package or a gift or something for the auction. And that just, you know, the caliber of Conrad. And I'm laughing right now because I'm remembering all the wild clothes he used to wear. And I have a collection of loudmouth pants and shorts, and we used to see who could be the loudest out there. And he always was a styling dude on the golf course, so I learned a lot from him there. And I don't know, I could go on and on, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are going to want to get on here and say something. So just know to me that Conrad, and probably to all of you, he is a very special person. And shoot, I missed him these last 4 years with all of his medical issues, you know. So to know that he's not suffering anymore, not in pain, and smiling all the time, I can live with that. I wish you all the very best, and Laura, you take care. Love you much. Over and out.